Okay, guys, I just want to go into more detail about creating a VM and what it means. So the common question is the pricing. How much will a VM cost, and how can we determine or work out the best price for a VM? Because the idea is that if you're going to be doing some testing at home, you want to make sure that you're not spending more than you're supposed to. So we want to have some sort of idea how we can estimate the costs. So let's look at this. So I'm in the Create VM page of Google Cloud Platform. So I'm just going to go again. I'm not actually going to create one. I'm just going to analyze the pricing structure. So my VM one. So by default, it's pointing at US Central uh, um, Iowa. I always have trouble pronouncing that. Iowa and Idaho, I have trouble with as well. And at the region is US Central 1A. And I'm going to pick, I think I'll go for that E2 standard 2 machine. So that's two CPUs and 8 GB of RAM. So how do we know how much it costs? Well, the first thing we can see here is the price here. Monthly estimate $49, dollars, just under $50 per month. That's if I leave it on every day, all month. Another way I can determine the price and work out the best region for it, which is the cheapest region, is going into the actual um, pricing of Google Cloud. So just bear in mind now, I'm using US Central One. Um, well, we just say US Central One. I always got trouble with saying that. So we just say US Central 1A. So let's go into the pricing. It's an E2 standard machine. And there's my machine there, E2 standard 2. Two virtual memories, two virtual CPUs, and 8 gig of RAM, which is $48.91 per month, exactly as the virtually the price which we've just had in the previous page. And obviously we can toggle that by monthly or hourly. So I'm going to keep it back on the monthly. Okay, so the region I chose here is US Central 1, US Central 1A. Now, which is considered one of the cheapest of all the regions possible. So if you look down here, it's got all the regions. And interestingly, it's got this low CO2 icon, which suggests that the energy it uses is very minimal compared to the others. So let's look. If I go into this tab here, no, not that tab. I'm going to go into the global locations of the US. And if you can see this map here, Iowa is positioned right in the middle of the country. There it is there. So that's there. And all the ones here in Los Angeles on the west side is based here. So I'm using Iowa at the moment. So let's change it to Los Angeles just to see the price. So you've got all the products here, actually states here. So we're just interested in computer engine at the moment because that's compute engine is what you use to fire up VMs. So let's go down. Sorry about that. It will be on the other tab. So let's go to this one here. So I'm now going to, E2 standard 2, I'm going to swap it over or flick it over to Los Angeles. Notice the price at the moment is $48. If I go to Los Angeles, it goes up to $58. If I go to where I'm based in the UK, if I go to London, $63, even though I'm closer to London because I'm based in the UK. So still, in terms of pound for pound or dollar to dollar, as we're looking at it, it's still better for me to use Iowa, US Central 1. So that's a way you can determine the price of your VM. So this is the price for the month if you have it running all month. Obviously, if you stop the VM every evening or every couple of hours, the pricing will reduce dramatically. And that's what I do. I virtually have my VMs um, stopped for most of the time. So that is the way to determine the prices. That's for the E2 standard machine. Obviously, if you want to upgrade, you're going to go for the E2 high memory machine types, which you will just toggle here, and then you can pick the machine you want, high CPU machines, and toggle to which region or zone you wish to have it. So that's probably the most easiest way to find the prices. If you want to go in a bit more detail, a bit more sophistication, then you can use the Google Cloud pricing calculator, which is all available online. Just go type in Google Cloud pricing calculator. You've got at the top here, you've got all the Google products and services. For us, again, we're going to go computer engine, one instance, and I'm just going to go for the free Debian Linux machine. Again, E2 standard, two CPUs, 8 gig of RAM. I do not need any public IP address to it. I don't really need it. I'm just want a general estimation of the price. I'll go add estimation, and there you are. You get the same price here, $48.92, which I think previous to that was here, wasn't it? It was 48.91. So it's basically the same. So they're the two tools I essentially use to determine the price. And as we look more into Google Cloud, we can adopt this same principle. The calculator is a really good tool if you're going to be running Kubernetes, if you're going to use App Engine or Cloud Run, any of the services of Google Cloud, you can have a great estimate using this tool here. If you're firing up VMs for short periods or just for testing purposes, you can grab the price here and you can compare it to the pricing structure in this site here. So I just wanted to leave that with you. Overall, the documentation of Google Cloud is superb. It's very easy to follow. You can get the information in seconds. It's very accessible. And it works hand in hand with the Google Cloud platform. So you're never having these hidden charges or being caught out. So that is the real beauty of using Google Cloud. So it just gives you a chance to create VMs with confidence. So with that, guys, I'll leave that to you. And we'll look again on further services and products, how we can use within Google Cloud. Thanks again.